McKinney just tearing up the first quarter. We saw them score almost 25 points in the first game, in the first quarter together. So certainly a matchup to watch out as McInerney tacks the rim, but can't get it to go. And so the Cougars will come the other way. 4-0 start for the Storm. Minute 20 gone. Williams up to Frost. Finds O'Cotton. Out to Newby, 4-3. It's up. Bounces off the front iron. And the Storm chance here to get off to a flying start. As they moved around to McKinney. Known for his downhill attacking. Can't get that one to roll and the Cougars are out. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. O'Cotton mid-range pull up short. Gets his own offensive rebound. And he'll open the scoring account for the night for the Cougars. Then O'Cotton played in Sweden last year for the Coping Stars, averaging 14 points, 3 rebounds. 28 minutes in his time there as Richardson's mid-range from free throw line won't go. Kick out and swing to Williams, who's pressured by McKinney. O'Cotton was fouled, attacking the rim, so he'll head to line to 2. Foul will be on number 23, Kerry Richardson. Oh. And so far, Nick, it's been no real set plays. We've sort of seen a lot of back and forth. Is it just a feeling out stage for the teams, or is it just seeing who can sort of run each other off the floor to start with?
I think they tried to feel each other, and I was looking at the season stats earlier, and both teams have really high three-point rate, and both teams are making conscious effort to attack the paint at the moment, which is good to see, I suppose. Like every coach wants that, attacking the paint and creating outside shots from inside out.
McKinney steps back. That previous free throw was 1 from 2 as Robertson tries to get the step. Can't get the finish with the right hand. And the Cougars will end up with it. So swing it inside. Frost with the mismatch, decides to go to work. Uses his size to his advantage. Kick out pass to Koz.
The Storm seem to be switching 1 through 4, and both times Keysy made a conscious effort to punish McKinney down low with a bigger body.
3 from Koz won't go. Newby inside, nice little move there from the big man, Aaron Frost. And the points will count. Foul will be on number 1, Malik McKinney.
That's his second.
Second. No, it's his first. First foul was on Kerry, I believe, Kerry Richardson.
Yeah, they called it on Richardson before. I thought it was McKinney as well.
I think Louis got a bit excited there. He's up and about, ready to go. Frost will convert the M1, and the Cougars will score 8 straight points after a 4-0 start. McKinney tried to thread the needle, but they'll come off the foot.
Coming up for the Storm.
There'll be Storm ball on the sideline.
I want to point out that Keysborough team has some great size, like big across the board.
Big across the bench too. If you look down the bench, quite a bit of size, but Malik Kinney makes nothing of that size, and it's 2 more points. He takes up to 4. This will be the matchup to watch. McKinney and Williams.
Switch there.
3 there from O'Cotton. Rattles out. Newby came in late. Couldn't secure it. Now the Storm are out to the races. Richardson into Robertson. Blocked by O'Cotton. And again, we see that frantic basketball, no real place. But O'Connor makes them pay with a massive three. O'Connor up to 6 points as Robertson draws the contact. The foul will be on number 21, Dylan Hare. His first. Like you said, Nick, no real team. That's probably the first three we've seen, I reckon, for the night.
We had a couple, I think, yeah.
I think you pointed out before these teams from the three-point line per game. Currently, Bellarine have 35% from the field as a team from three, while Keysborough are from 30. So both teams can shoot the three at a pretty high percentage. So we have our first substitutions of the game. Louis Varley and Jack Terrell checking in, while Liam McInerney and Max Cos will take a break. First free throw is good for Robertson. Will miss the second though. Newby comes up with the rebound. So Williams uses a screen but doesn't go anywhere. They decide to go inside to Frost. He gets it up and gets it to go. And again, back out to that 6 point margin. Richardson at the top. Gets it up in the air. Comes off the back iron. Viley was in the passing lane. McKinney thought about the three, decides to give it off to Robertson. Gets it up to Terrell, over to Varley, gets his defender in the air. Nice little dish into Richardson. And the basket will count for Kerry Richardson. A nice find there from Louis Varley. Foul will be on at number 21, Dylan Hare. That'll be his second, so you would think he will be taking a break, and we'll see number 10, Simon Grant, check in for his first minutes. Richardson at the line for one. Now, I believe yourself, Nick, played with a fair few of these players in your time at Knox.
Yeah, I spent a few years with Dylan Hare and Josh West at Knox. Played 1 year with Simon Grant, I believe, if I remember correctly. Great dudes, all three of them. Yeah, and the players with experience. Simon Grant and Dylan Hare have experience in CBL and NBL 1 level. Josh West is a big veteran, so yeah.
And we experience in this state championship division is something you really need to have. I mean, you look down the bench of this Bellarine Storm team. I mean, you've got the big man, Liam Pretzel McInerney, who's got arguably one of the best resumes in the region. But you've also got Louis Varley, who's spent quite a bit of time at this level and sort of in this team. You'd have to say he's one of the mainstays in this team.
Absolutely.
Apart from Maxi Cos as well, who has had his fair share of Big V basketball.
Yeah. I gotta love like the makeup of this Storm team. Like, there's a good mix of youth, athleticism, and experience as well. And I think it will come down to what we said at the start, like just gelling together as a team and finding the synergy. Great cut.
Only 4 returning players this year on this Storm roster, that being Louis Varley, Liam McInerney, Max Cos, and Clancy Whelan.
Got to mention the DPs as well.
Oh, the DP, can't forget the Rickards. Played a very good game this afternoon. But Coach Bugenhall done a pretty good job on recruiting this season. Obviously picking up 3 youngsters from Geelong United's NBL 1 program, as well as Ben Robertson from the Sunbury Jets. So exciting times here, but Newby's free throws will be good, and he'll take a well-deserved break, and we'll see number 31, Ryan Moore, check in for his first minutes as we're just under 4 minutes to go in this first quarter. It's the Cougars leading 16 over the Bellarine 9. In a back and forth contest so far. McKinney dancing, finds Terrell, 4-3. Looks good, is good.
Come on.
Jack Terrell off the bench, opens his scoring account with a 3 and takes the margin back down to 4. Robertson guarding O'Connor. So they kick it up. Williams dancing inside, possibly could have travelled, but Richardson does a good job to get fingers to the ball, and Malik McKinney out to the races.
Wow.
Nice little Euro step, showing off his athleticism. That'll take Malik McKinney up to 6 points for this contest so far. Just a little static here for the Cougars. Storm doing a good job on defense. Williams creating the space, gets the gap. Nice find in the corner to number 45, Dylan Moore, who opens his scoring account. That's going to get real confusing, Nick.
Yep.
We got Dylan and Ryan Moore.
Yeah.
O'Cotton lost control of the ball when Storm have numbers out in the break. Varley gives it off to Robertson.
What a highlight.
That's a team player move right there.
Do it for the crowd.
Do it for the crowd. And just like that, with 2 minutes to go, we're back to a margin of 3. Still in favour of the Cougars. O'Cotton, 6 points for him so far. Finds Grant. Can't get it to go in the Stormer again. Louis Varley out to the races. Trail 3 for him. Won't go. Cougars will come the other way. Williams slicing, dicing. And getting to the rim, but won't convert. Foul will be on number 7, Louis Varley. Be his second, and we'll see Max Zalakos, one of those 3 youngsters from Geelong, coming in for Ben Robertson. Just the 2 points so far tonight. Makes the second. .63% on the season for Jared Newby from the free throw line. Garcia attacking the baseline, finds Richardson. Dancing on his defender, who does a great job to stay in front. But foul will be on number 10. Simon Grant. Josh West did a good job there to just stay in front and contain Kerry West. Kerry West, wow. Kerry Richardson in that play, and obviously his hard work. You wouldn't say it was ruined, but was not the highlight due to the foul. As Dylan Moore will take a break, and we'll see number 34, Ben Colton, check in. Richardson, this is the first. Kerry, 4 points, 2 steals in this first quarter. 19 seconds to go. Makes the second. And you think here the Cougars will look to take the last shot. Shot clock is out. There's Garcia applying a bit of full court pressure. Newby rolls to the ring, draws the contact. Nice little high pick and roll there from the Cougars. We'll send Newby back to the line. The foul will be on number 10. Max Zalakos, he's first. So Newby at the line for 2. 7 seconds left on the game clock. So you would think if he makes both of these, or if he makes the second one, the Storm will look to get a score and a bit of momentum going into this first break.
Keysy have a foul to give as well. We'll see if they're going to use it.
7, Richardson looking to go downhill. Nice widow make a screen from
That's a good foul, if you ask me. It's a great foul. Kerry was going full head of steam. It's a great foul, and Salon out of bounds.
I mean, I wouldn't want to set a screen on Jared Newby running at full pace at me, but Max Zalakos is certainly brave.
I don't think he cares. He's tough as nails.
So 4.3 seconds on the game clock for the Storm to get a shot off. Varley to inbound. It'll be Garcia, Richardson, Tyrrell, and Zalakos. Our floor sweepers just required to come back out again. As we lead into quarter time, Nick, obviously it's been quite a bit of a intense first quarter, really. There's no team sort of steadied the ship. They're both sort of going back and forth at each other. We'll talk about that at quarter time. 4 seconds left on the game clock. There's a skip pass from Louis Varley, was too hot. So we will have 3.4 seconds on the game clock for Keysborough to head in with some momentum. Grant will find Myers. Kicks to O'Cotton for 3. That one would have hurt, but that will be the first quarter here done at Bellarine Secondary. It'll be the Keysborough Cougars 23 leading the Bellarine Storm 17. And like we were just saying, Nick, it just feels right now that neither team has sort of settled into their stuff, and they both sort of feel like they're just going back and forth at each other at the moment.
Yeah, both teams make a conscious effort to go into the paint. I think the difference is their free throws at the moment. Keysy have gone to the line 9 times. They've converted 7 of them. That's the game right there.
Yeah. Just a quick stat read for you guys. Scoring leaders for this game. It is a tie between Malik McKinney and Ben O'Connor. Oh, wow. O'Cotton. Liam McInerney, 4 rebounds to his name. But in this second quarter, it just feels like the first team that can sort of steady the ship and play their style of basketball will ultimately come out on top. 6 points the margin. It's been that since about halfway through the first, but it just feels like whoever can sort of slow it down will start to get control over this game.
We still haven't seen a run. It's been the teams going back and forth. So, as expected, we said at the start it's going to be a good battle. It always is with those two teams.
Obviously, a reminder, it is Anzac round here in Big V basketball, where we remember our veterans who have served or are still servicing. We had a pretty spine-tingling service here, as it always is, run by our very own Greg Ryan. Had all 4 teams out on the court. But if you'd like to donate to the veterans, make sure you head to the Anzac Appeal website, www.anzacappeal.com.au. So action to resume here at Bellarine Secondary College on this Saturday night. A fairly decent crowd here for a Saturday night. Plenty of kids here watching. So action will resume. Varley, McInerney, Zalakos, Richardson and Garcia to start for the Storm. And it'll be Myers, Grant, West, Newby and Ryan Moore, that is, for the Cougars. It's the first shot from Varley. Won't go. West will find Grant. Plenty of cutters here. Myers gets the ball and gets to the ring. Nice follow there from Murray Myers after Jared Newby just opened up a gap for him. The Storm looking for an answer here. Garcia was doubled. Gets out of it. Varley. No score for him yet. Zalakos, step off the three-point line. No good. So again, another chance here. Cougars could take their lead to double digits for the first time this evening. Go inside. Nice little shot there from Grant is good.
That's his shot.
And that'll be his first points for this evening. Varley going the other way. Can't convert. And so right now, Keysborough just bullying the Storm inside.
Much better.
Great D from Richardson there. Aaron Frost couldn't get his shot up. Substitutions for both teams. We'll see Zalakos out, McKinney in. And for the Cougars, it'll be Murray Myers out and Anthony Williams in, as Coach Bugenor was begging Coach Nathan Vogt to keep him in. So Richardson looking to attack downhill, splits the gap. Nice wide Euro step from Kerry Richardson.
He went past 4 defenders right there.
He travelled across Europe and back 4 times.
Josh West made a business decision as well to move out of the way.
I think most people would, but Josh West with his own answer won't convert. McKinney had fingers on it, decides to dish it off, and McInerney got there late. Draws the contact. That'll be his first foul. We'll send Aaron Frost to the line for 2, and we'll see Varley check out. Max Cos check back in to the game.
I would fully expect Keysborough to try and punish now the 3-guard lineup that Storm have put on the floor.
Obviously Keysborough running with just the 2 guards at the moment in Williams and West. Would you call West a guard really though?
He's a guard.
He's a big guard. They've also got Grant Frost and O'Cotton as Garcia. lets it fly. It's bodies everywhere. The Cougars will come up with it. Williams.
There it is, Simon Grant mismatch.
They go inside. Cos hits the deck. They skip it around. Frost thought about the three. Decides to go to the newbie. His up. Misses. There will be a foul on the plate. It'll be on number 3, Seth Garcia. He's first. The Keysborough ball from the baseline. Williams. He's swinging around. Newbie gets it. Thought about inside. West has it up the top. 6 on the shot clock. He'll need to get to work. That's what he does. Head down. Great D there from the Storm. Forces the turnover, and you just feel that right now it's a play like that can make such a difference. Can just lift your spirits a little bit.
Yeah, could be momentum shift here.
Game of runs state champ basketball is.
And that's a momentum killer.
That's a momentum killer. So shot clock does not start. The substitution here for the Cougars. We'll see number 21. Dylan Hare check back in, and Josh West checking out. Great stint for Josh West there. McKinney will catch it at the top. It's the on ball of McInerney. Nice little crossover there. Fun fact for you, Nick. You probably already knew this, but number 24, Liam McInerney, and number 3, Anthony Williams for the Cougars both played together at Geelong.
Yeah.
And I believe Seth Garcia might have been there too.
Might have been a development player, I suppose, that time.
And Jack Tyrrell.
Jack Tyrrell was there, yeah.
3 from Garcia is up, no good. McInerney with the big rebound. Richardson beats his defender. Gets the basket but can't convert. So he'll head to the line for 2. Foul will be on number 10. Simon Grant, his second. And so he'll have a break, and we'll see Ben Coton check back in.
It's a big lineup now for QC.
Quite a big lineup. Just the one guard now. So if you see that as a coach, are you sticking to your man, or are you looking to go into a zone to sort of plug that key and make it hard for those bigs to go to work?
Not with this lineup. I would put another forward maybe for a zone.
Offensive, go on.
Yeah, I would just switch 1 through 3 and try and keep the big guys on their big guys as much as possible.
The 3 from McInerney goes astray. Newbie was leaking out the back. Doesn't get it. Nice little step. 4! As Jared Newbie slams one home on the veteran Liam McInerney. Gets some oohs and ahs from both sides of the crowd. There's your highlight for the night, ladies and gentlemen. McKinney going the other way, finishing up high. As O'Cotton comes up with the rebound, and the Cougars are out to the races. As McKinney will be charged for a goaltending.
Yep.
So we're seeing the start of a run here for the Cougars, just getting their claws out, starting to take control of this game. Garcia will check out, and we'll see Robertson check in. Margin out to 12. 4 minutes gone. Richardson trying to beat his defender. Finds Robertson under the ring. Lost control. Right idea, but Robertson doesn't come up with it. Ben Robertson's left his earring in. So play to resume. 6 minutes gone, 12 points of margin in favour of the Cougars. Currently have a tight control on this game. Nice little dish pass from Williams as they just move it around. And again, Newby is up above the rim. Starting to find his form, up to 8 points. 50% from the field so far. And this game's slowly slipping out of the hands of the Storm. Looking for an answer to this play. Richardson blocked by O'Cotton. There's a whole Keysborough bench is up and about. I actually think they have more coaches than players at the moment, it looks like. But we will head to a timeout here for the Storm. And Nick, it just feels like right now that the Cougars are just have their claws on this game and not letting go at the moment.
Yeah, I think it comes from the defense that they've been able to make multiple stops, and then they're going to the other end, and through ball movement, they're just getting easy baskets. See what the Storm come out with, maybe different coverage on the side pick and roll. We saw Keezy kind of punish that hard show a couple of times. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the adjustment is right here.
I think the major glaring factor at the moment is the shooting percentage. Keysborough currently shooting at 52%, while the Storm just 30% from the field. They're also 1 from 8 from the three-point line. So that is certainly hurting. They're also, Keysborough have the +7 on rebounds, on defensive rebounds. So
the Storm are not getting any easy shots.
No.
Simple as that. They had one easy look that where Ben Robertson just fumbled it under the basket. That was the first easy look under the near the rim. Before that, the Storm were just trying to do it with dribble drive. So that may be a different approach for the rest of the game.
And it just feels like this Keysborough Cougars defense is just everywhere. We say that Malik McKinney just slices his way to the ring. But cross, pardon me, is no good. So the Storm just getting the game back on their terms now as Robertson steps, crosses and gets to the ring. And just like that, Bellarine cut it back down to a single.
It's coming from the stops on defense.
Digit margin.
Oh, wow.
As Anthony Williams says, well, the banks down here
Bank is open.
on the Bellarine are open on a Saturday night.
Shout out to our proud sponsor, Bendigo Bank.
Oh, good plug there, Nick. So back and forth action here. Back out to a double-digit margin. Robertson left wide open. No luck, and the bodies go up.
Wow.
Making it hard for the Cougars as we see another stop. Robertson going full court. Gets the ball picked. Keysborough Cougars have him all worked out. And I mean, him and Jared Newby are such a like-for-like matchup. They play so similar to each other. And that's certainly the matchup to watch. But right now it's Malik McKinney leading the way in the scoring, 13 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists for him. While it's Jared Newby for the Cougars with 10 points.
And a few highlights.
And a few highlights. Nice little posterizer there. A minute 25 to go here, and you just feel whatever team can make a little run coming into this halftime break, and will do tremendous amounts for them. I mean, if you're the Storm, if you can cut it back to a 3-play margin, like they're obviously down by 11 at the moment. Richardson will have the chance to take it to 9, but you just feel if the Storm can get a couple of stops and a couple of scores, then the game is certainly back on their terms. It's the first one, won't go for Richardson. Three fouls each for both teams. Richardson will get the second to go, taking him up to 9 points. Margin and the 10. Williams dancing, gets his defender. No luck there. Nice little pick up there from Ben O'Cotton over Ben Robertson. 8 on the shot clock. Williams with the ball in his hands. Looks to get to work. Creates the space on Richardson. Tosses it up and gets it to go. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what AJ Williams can do.
Bellarine could not have defended it any better.
Oh, I mean, Richardson was there, and Richardson almost half an AJ taller as Malik does the same thing back. Instead doesn't get his to go, and
too stagnant there, Bellarine team.
Anthony Williams is feeling it right now, and
you got that wrong, I reckon.
I have a feeling it will go in favour of the Storm. We'll wait and see.
Should be.
It will go in favour of the Storm. So 30 seconds left in this first half. The Storm do need a score here. We will have a timeout, and it will go to Nathan Vogt and the Keysborough Cougars. I think he didn't want it, and then he wanted it.
It's free timeout for Coach Buglehall.
Correct, free timeout. I mean, you're just looking for a score right now, I would say. Or are you looking to try and take as much time off the clock? Obviously, 30 seconds left, so you could get it to under 10 realistically and make it hard for Keysborough. Or you're looking to get a quick shot off and then make them have to wait for their final shot?
I would just try to get a quality look that sets me up nicely to transition back to defense, even if we miss.
So 30 seconds left here. Keysborough timeout. Reminder, it is Anzac round here in Big V. Remembering our fallen soldiers who fought for our country, and also thanking our current servicemen and women all over the world. We thank them for their service. Obviously, there's ceremonies all around the country going. So 30 seconds left. McKinney will let the ball roll out, and the clock will finally start. So Terrell at the high post, looking for an option. McKinney gets the gap. Nice little dish off to Richardson. And Simon Grant made the business decision to get out of there. Sorry, Dylan Hare. And so the Storm, a stop here would be huge for them. A score for the Cougars would take them into the break with momentum as Terrell comes away with it. Richardson's going to have to get it off. He does.
And that's it.
And that is a way to take your team into the halftime break. 2 scores, and that just lifts your spirits a little bit. The belief
100%.
is now there. Margin down to 9 points, and I think if you're Coach Bugenhall, you're quite happy.
Yep.
You were settled for 1 score, but to get 2
Yep.
going into the halftime break, it's certainly a momentum lifter and lifts your spirits.
What I've noticed is, like, after 2 timeouts where the Storm had the ball out of the timeout, they got great looks, which shows, like, if the players are in the right position, like, they have the ability to create easy scores. It's just in the live play now, putting people in the right spot so we can create a little bit more space and get a few easy buckets. But the old unwritten rule of coaching, if you don't have the ball, don't call a timeout. Free timeout for Coach Buglehall. Easy basket.
Malik McKinney leading the game for scoring 13 points. While Anthony Williams for the Cougars with 11. But as we head to a quick halftime break here on this Anzac Day round, it is the Bellarine Storm trailing the Keysborough Cougars 47-38. We'll be back in just under 7 minutes for second half action. haven't had a message from the girls yet. They must be. Haven't had a message from the girls yet. They must be.
Nothing. Well, it must be. I don't know what they're doing. I haven't heard anything. Not even in the group chat.
Good evening and welcome back to this state championship men's matchup. It's the Keysborough Cougars taking on the home team, the Bellarine Storm, here at Bellarine Secondary College, and it has been a what it normally is here, a very up and down contest. But it is the Keysborough Cougars ultimately with the lead at half-time, 47-38. My name is Hugh Moore, here with the State Championship Women's Assistant and General Manager of the Bellarine Peninsula Basketball Association, Nick Stamopoulos. Nick, your thoughts on the first half of this Anzac Day round matchup?
Great battle between the two teams. Keysy look a little bit more sharp compared to the Storm. They're doing most of their damage inside, punishing the size differences that the Storm present to them. On the flip side, with the Storm, we've seen some really great flashes when they manage to get stops on the defensive end. They're getting out in transition. And after stoppages, after timeouts or quarter time, we've seen some great offense by the Storm.
Right now it's Malik McKinney and Kerry Richardson leading the way for the Storm. 13 points each, both with 2 rebounds as well. And then for the Cougars, it'll be Anthony Williams with 11 points, 4 rebounds, 2 steals, while Jared Newby has 10 points and 3 rebounds. So certainly plenty of action to come. We start with the Storm. What do you expect from the Storm this second half? Obviously, we saw a late 4 points for them in about 30 seconds, which took some momentum into half time. But what do we need to see from the Storm this quarter?
On the offensive end, I would love to see a little bit more better spacing and discipline and structure on their offense. Actually run the plays, be in the right spots, create space for each other through cuts or screening actions. The defensive end, probably don't give up any mismatches to Keysborough because they've shown ability to punish it. So yeah, I think those are the things they need to focus on each end.
And for the Cougars, do you feel like anything needs to change, or are they sort of cruising at the moment at what they need to do?
I think keep doing the stuff that they've been doing well, such as good movement on offense, crush the boards on, get on the offensive glass, create second opportunities for them. And defensively, keep playing big lineups and present, clog all the driving lanes for the Storm.
As Williams splits the gap with a nice little dribble move.
Newby was ready for another highlight there.
Jared Newby providing plenty of highlights for the crowd here tonight. Nice little posterising dunk over Liam McInerney. We'll have a quick sub here. Kerry Richardson will check out. Just coming off a little bit limber, so we will watch that one. We'll get back to you on that. Jack Terrell will check in. I believe he might have tweaked.
He went straight to
the trainer. So
yeah.
We will keep you posted on that one. But Jack Terrell will check in 15 seconds into this quarter. As we're now just pausing. The ring might be a little bit crooked. Oh. It's Jared Newby dunking. No, he dunked down the other end.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
There you go. If any politician is listening, we do need a new stadium.
This right here highlights the reasons. Starting lineups for this second half will be Terrell, Robertson, McInerney, McKinney and Cos. And for the Cougars, there'll be Newby, Williams, O'Cotton, Howe. Oh, as Howe ended up in the crowd there. Those fans on the bottom row got front and centre tickets.
Dees loves that hustle play. He lives for the loose ball.
And rounding out the Cougars, it'll be number 44, Aaron Frost. Certainly wouldn't want to run into this grandstand, though. It is very well built.
Yeah.
It would hurt.
That would hurt.
So action to resume. Plenty of action in this first 30 seconds. Robertson, 4-3, won't go. Newby came in late. There will be a foul on Tyrrell. It'll be his second, I believe. It just looks like Kerry Richardson getting a bit of work on his left calf. So hopefully see him back as Williams attacks the ring. Extra pass.
Ball movement.
From Hare to Newby. Won't convert, but O'Cotton. Frost will come up with the rebound. As everyone seemed to like Frost's shoes then. They were all pointing at them. They were quite happy with them.
Well,
I don't know what they are.
The Nike GT3s.
Oh, there we go.
Yep.
They are quite a nice pair of shoes. Quite a selection of shoes tonight. Anthony Williams rocking the OG Grinches.
Yeah.
There's a shot there from Ben O'Cotton, won't go. McKinney looking to attack downhill. McInerney for the trail 3. Not his bread and butter.
Max Costa has some nice shoes. Courtney Straight pointed them out the other day. I can't remember what they're called.
Where
the
is he?
Cobbies.
Oh, they are very nice. Maybe that's what we need. A shoe watch. Even Louis Varley's got some nice shoes. They're nice peach pink ones. Sabrina's.
Yeah.
Great shoes those are. Williams dancing on his defender. Old teammates going at it. The big man, Dylan Hare, no luck. So the Storm coming the other way. Pass was nearly a bit too hot for Max Cos. Robertson going downhill against Ben O'Cotton, but does a good job to finish on his outside. And the Storm get the first score of the quarter. And in more happy news for Storm fans, probably not for the Cougars. Kerry Richardson is coming back as Jared Newby punishes the ring with authority. Building his highlight reel for tonight's match. Also building his scoring as Liam McInerney gets to the ring quite comfortably. Jared Newby, 12 points, pardon me, in this contest.
Every time Storm go into that middle pick and roll, good things happen. So I hope the guys have realized and kind of stay consistent and keep looking at it now.
And I mean, if you're the Cougars, how do you, because obviously you've either got to stop Malik McKinney attacking downhill or your screener rolling downhill, which we'll see that high pick and roll
there
again. Bit of a change up there. Cougars do a good, oh my God. What vision from Malik McKinney. Finds Liam McInerney, who was in the right spot at the right time. And the Storm currently on a nice little run here. Take it back to a margin of 5. They scored the last 4 points of the quarter.
Unlucky.
As McKinney got caught on the screen. Storm scored the last 4 points. They're currently on a 10-2 run. Since 30 seconds left in the second quarter, pardon me. So certainly a bit of hope here, but 3 team fouls 3 minutes into this third quarter will certainly hurt us. We'll see Aaron Frost and AJ Williams check out. And Simon Grant check back in, as I think Jared Newby thought about doing it again, but he decided to go with a nice, relaxed finish.
Move it, Ben.
6 points the margin. Robertson goes into Terrell in the post and kicks it back out. Again, we've got that high pick and roll. Robertson decides not to use it. Gets met at the ring by Grant.
5 seconds.
Robertson does a good job to finish as Grant may have just copped a stray elbow there from Liam McInerney.
Good things happen when the ball doesn't stick in hands. Just gotta let the ball do the work.
5 points the margin, 6.5 to go in this third quarter. West to Newby. Throw Cotton. Keysborough moving the ball around. They go inside to West. Looking for his options.
Good hands.
Great pick there from McKinney. Nice pass ahead to Cos.
Beautiful.
Nice finish. And the Storm putting together what is a great start to this
Getting stops.
third quarter. And we said these games are in-state champ is a game of runs, and the Storm currently on a 14-4 run since 30 seconds to go in the first half. Long rebound there from West. We'll find O'Cotton 4-3. And it just rattles out, and the frustration starting to set in here for the Cougars. McKinney dishes off to Robertson, and that will lead to a timeout for the Keysborough Cougars. And this crowd has just picked up the energy and sort of, I didn't know if they were still here for a little bit there, but it looks like they are. And just like that, after what was a 15-point margin with 3 minutes to go in the second quarter, we're down to a point. Halfway through this third quarter, and I mean, it just feels like right now that high pick and roll is causing so much trouble for this Cougars team. Malik McKinney is almost unstoppable when he's handling the ball off that high on ball.
Yeah, it's about making quick decisions as well. Like we saw, there was one play afterwards where Ben Robertson had the ball in the wedge and hesitated, put it on the floor. The ball got to move. The ball has rhythm. We'll be finding good shots. But it all comes from the defensive end. Like we making stops. Storm are making stops. Excuse me. Have to be neutral, I suppose. Storm are making stops, and they're just going in transition. Great lane running in the last play. Max Cos ran to a corner, kept the defense occupied, and then nice no-look pass from McKinney.
I think the Storm have also sort of worked out in that halftime break that the three game isn't working for them. Obviously, 2 from 13 from 3, but their field goal percentage has skyrocketed. Since we last spoke about it, it was 30%. It's now up to 48%. They're actually higher than the Keysborough Cougars at the moment. So certainly a massive shift in this game, but action will resume. Keysborough looking for an answer here. Tyrrell does a good job on D there. Late in the shot clock, 6. Forcing a tough pass there to Josh West for 3. Newby with the putback on 4 blokes, and Jared Newby is causing issues here for this Bellarine defense. As McKinney can't get to the basket, thought he was fouled. As I don't know whether Dylan Hare was trying to throw that off the backboard for Newby or he just missed, but...
Oh, he got it 8 seconds.
So 8-second violation here. I don't know what the players are really...
I would blame McKinney on that. He's the point guard. Where is he? He was gone all the way to the other end. Got to look after the ball.
So intensity in this game's picked up. Ben Robertson was caught asleep there. Luckily got back in it, but Ben O'Cotton makes him play. As again, this game, such a roller coaster of emotions. Cougars back out to that 5-point margin.
Good job.
McKinney draws the contact. That'll be on number 34, Ben O'Cotton. That'll be his second. 4.5 minutes to go in this third term. Kerry Richardson's still yet to retake the floor. Looks to be up and about though, so good signs after he come off what was past concerns, and that'll be an illegal screen for Jack Tyrrell. That'll be his third. And we'll see Liam McInerney and Max Cos check out, and Louis Varley and Kerry Richardson check back in. So 4 minutes 20 to go in this third quarter. Intensity certainly has lifted here at the Bellarine Secondary College. West lifts off the baseline. They go straight inside to O'Cotton. Mismatch here against McKinney. McKinney does a good job to get a hand to the shot.
Keep it simple here.
Robertson will come the other way. Thought about attacking. Instead decides to swing it. And they'll go to that. McKinney attacking Newby. Couldn't get it to go, so foul will be number 33, Jared Newby. His first. We'll see Murray Myers check in. And number 21, Dylan Hare, checking out. And it just feels like right now, obviously, the game's leveled out again. We obviously saw probably the first 5 minutes of this quarter. So we've got a loose ball on the court. Sort of the first 5 minutes of this quarter was the Storm were in full control, just doing everything, and it now just feels like Keysborough have sort of weathered the storm almost and just got the game back on their terms just a little bit. But make sure you do not go anywhere. We still have a quarter and a half of action to go.
It's momentum plays. Like Storm had a little bit of control, and then Keysy seemed to regain it when that 8-second violation came.
Offensive rebound for Grant. Forces heaps of contact. Draws the foul. It will be on number 9, Jack Tyrrell.
It's fourth.
I believe that will be his fourth.
It's an experienced play there from Simon Grant.
We'll see Robertson check out and Garcia in, and we'll also see Tyrrell out and Zalakos in. So Storm going with a much smaller lineup for the next 3.5 minutes, you feel.
They're matching up all right now. Like, Keys are a little bit smaller with probably Grant and Newby at the 4-5. Yeah.
So Grant will go 1 from 2 from the free throw line. Take it back out to 4 points. Garcia to Richardson. Mid-range from Richardson is up. No good. Varley will come up with the offensive. Will he? Don't know. We'll see if he gets credited with that. He does get credited with that. So offensive rebound here for Louis Varley, and it will stay with the Storm. Storm in the bonus 2 now. So speaking of fouls, there'll be a foul on number 0.
I would agree with Westy there. That's a little bit soft.
Josh West. Third team foul for the Cougars, so still got 1 foul to give. 3 minutes to go in this quarter. McKinney gets a step on his defender. Zalakos couldn't come up with the
Good
ball.
idea.
And West will just slow down the pace, instead kick ahead to O'Cotton. Thought about attacking, gets it back. Nice little pitch back pass to Grant for 3. That one will hurt. As the margin blows back out to 7 points. Under 3 minutes to go here. Bellarine Secondary College. McKinney
going away from the middle pick and roll now.
Middle pick and roll. What caused that run for the Storm as Varley can't get it to go. But Zalakos gets up but blocked by Grant, who's hassled but manages to get it off to Myers. Kick ahead pass to O'Cotton. Myers gets it back. Grant, 2 in a row. Would have lifted that Keysborough Cougars bench off their feet. McKinney dancing, slicing down the court. There will be a blocking foul on the plate. 2 bodies on the floor. Foul will be on number 10. Simon Grant. His 3rd personal.
He's going to the foul line, but I'm not a fan of this play. Like, he's getting to feet in the paint. Louis Varley wide open in the left wing. Like, Keysy bailed him out there with a foul, but there's a better shot out there.
And even bailed him out. Simon Grant nearly just slipped over in the key there. I still think Simon Grant did a great job on D.
Yep.
I think the only thing that sort of let him down was he was in the charge circle.
Yeah.
If he had been a step out, I reckon that would have been a great defensive possession for him. But it feels like right now the Storm have gone away from that middle pick and roll that was working so well for them. And, it just feels like the Cougars are just making them pay down the other end. As we wait for our floor sweepers to... They always do a great job. McKinney at the line for 2, makes the first. And we'll get the second to go. So 5 points of margin. 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. It's been a great third quarter for the Storm. Varley ends up with the steal. He'll head all the way with a nice, easy finish. Didn't use his left hand, though, but...
I was going to say, that's a funny-looking left layup.
We won't make any comments about that. 2 points is 2 points. So 3 points of margin. Zalakos making life hard for Grant at the moment.
See Storm a little more active on the passing lanes at the moment. The intensity has ramped up.
Nice D there from Louis Varley. 2 steals in a row.
Downhill.
Dish off to Varley.
There it is.
This will be huge. Can't get it to go. As Murray Myers ended up on the floor on that play. I didn't see what happened. It was behind all the action. West.
Oh, it's bonus.
Foul will be on number 10, Max Zalakos, for the push. It'll be Zalakos' second. We'll see Anthony Williams check in and Josh West check out. Pardon me. Plenty of emotion starting to creep into this one. Simon Grant and Malik McKinney just having some words. So the Keysborough Cougars cruising along nicely this season, 3-1 so far. They're in Storm and even split, 2-2. Grant makes the first. You just feel for both teams that this game could really set your season up. And
wait, how many games so far?
We're four through, so this will be game number 5 for both these teams. So pretty much a quarter of the way through the season. A bit of a logjam at the top of the state champ men's ladder. 5 teams on 3-1. It's McKinney attacking.
And again, Seth Garcia wide open in the three-point line. I'm not sure about that call, but again, there was a better shot out there.
And I think Coach Bugenhall actually just pointed that out to him.
Pointed out, yeah.
Just said to McKinney, get that pass off.
Absolutely.
So that'll be McKinney's 3rd personal. Might be his 4th, actually.
He's got to open up his vision and just see the whole court.
So 50 seconds to go. We'll see McKinney and Zalakos out. Robertson in, as well as McInerney. So, feeling starting to creep into this one. This game's so important for both these teams. Garcia will take the matchup of Williams. Does a good job.
Awesome.
Forces the pressure. Seth Garcia joining the club this year after a stint in the NBL 1 Geelong United squad.
You know what I love about Seth?
Hit me.
He's got one face only.
He's very sort
happy,
of just
excited,
yeah.
frustrated, disappointed. It's just one face.
Yeah. Always looks locked in. Seth Garcia. Speaking of, controls the ball, finds Varley. 3 looks well off from here. Robertson will come up with the offensive rebound. 19 seconds on the game clock. Garcia
Fantastic.
dicing.
That's all right. It's a good look
on that one. So, Keysborough, 8 seconds on the game clock, will look to take the last shot. Williams is doubled at the top. He will attack and he'll find a gap. And that'll just dishearten this Bellarine crowd and team as they head into this three-quarter break. It is a 9-point margin. And just feels like after what looked like the Bellarine Storm were about to run away with the game, the Keysborough Cougars just stopped them in their tracks and regain control. But you feel like it's a big fourth quarter coming up, Nick.
Absolutely, and I would love to see the Storm going back to what it worked at the start of the third quarter. Again, playing in the middle third of the floor, going downhill, getting 2 feet in the paint, not necessarily to score, but to make the defense collapse and then create better shots through ball movement. It's a 9-point game, low-scoring game. Like, still plenty of time.
Both these teams just a single-header this weekend, so you would think that both coaches would be putting all cards on the table and looking to put their best players and their best foot forward to finish this game out. Malik McKinney continues to lead the game in scoring. 17 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block. While Jared Newby leads the way for the Cougars, 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. But it just feels right now that whatever team can sort of get the next run, it will take this game. And if the Storm can get a quick run like we saw out of half time, and just not take the foot off the pedal, you feel that there's a chance they could take this game.
Absolutely. And it was pretty encouraging, like pretty impressive for the Cougars before the Storm made a run. Didn't panic, didn't overreact, but just stuck to the game plan, makes a couple of stops, and then back into the game. Well, they build up the lead again.
And is that veteran group that they have in the team? They've obviously been together for a few years now. They sort of know that this state championship league is a game of runs. And
absolutely. And you have the guys like Frost and Williams and Newby and Myers right in front of us now. Like, they play together for 2-3 years. Then you bring in guys like Grant and Hare and West and build experience. So
Varley looking to get the quarter started good. Richardson couldn't secure the rebound. Newby flying, could have been an absolute slam jam, but there will be a foul on the plate. It'll be on number 7, Louis Varley. I believe it was it was actually on Anthony Williams.
Yeah.
So I believe the ref just having words here with Louis Varley. Just ask, go to instant replay. Just having a bit of a joke here. I believe they do have instant replay in the NBL 1 now, actually.
Do they?
So I believe
coaches challenge or referees?
No, referees. I believe. I haven't seen it used yet. Williams goes to work. No one really wanted the rebound. But yeah, I feel like it's only really used in late game scenarios. They don't sort of bring it out halfway through. But if there's a buzzer beater, they can go to it.
Yep.
So the Storm moving the ball around. Robertson crashing through contact. Storm can't find a gap. They settle for a 3.
Oh my God, there's a lid on the rim.
As it touched every part of the ring for the Storm, but didn't go through the net.
I believe the Storm are like 2 from 16 from the 3.
Give me 2 seconds as Simon
2
Grant.
from 17.
Yes, the ring. 2 from 17, currently hurting the Storm. We might see that high pick and roll here that works so well as Varley will have his pocket picked, but Myers got caught. And he'll pick up the foul. That'll be Murray Myers' first, pardon me. We'll send Louis Varley to the line for 2. Louis Varley, no free throws this year so far. These will be his first trip to the line.
Actually?
Yep.
Wow.
So I can't give you his season stat for the free throw line, but he's shooting at 100%.
How?
So Louis Varley will get 2 more points to his account. That'll take him up to 4. And so this game, neither team found a run yet. Does feel like the Cougars have control. So they swing it around. They go straight inside to Grant, who fades. He's been fantastic tonight. 12 points, 5 rebounds for him. Robertson gets his pocket picked again. Oh, nice. As Louis Varley will pick up the foul there.
It's a little bit dangerous in my opinion. Like, I understand hustle play, but
so
not a fan of that.
That'll be Louis Varley's 4th foul. Interesting call on that one. But play will resume. Still 8 minutes to go. £11 the margin. You just feel Storm need to get a move on here. Myers attacking downhill, and there's no one in front of him. As he gets 2 more points, takes him up to 4.
When was the last time Kerry Richardson touched the ball?
You know, 15 points, 3 steals, 2 rebounds.
And forced it.
And still somehow ends up with the ball as he's quite sore under the ring.
Yeah, Kerry's not right.
He's not good. I believe he's cramping, actually.
Cramp.
Look at his...
That calf is fully flexed.
Kerry Richardson's calf is... Holy. I've never seen someone's calf do that. Kerry Richardson can't move. Oh. Get the pickle juice out. So Ben Robertson just doing the wonders.
Flexed.
Great flexibility there from Kerry Richardson too, might I point out. So as we pause for a Kerry Richardson cramp delay, I don't think he can walk on it. So Kerry Richardson will slowly make his way back over the bench, as I believe it's about to fire up again.
I'd say he's done.
I'd say he's done too. I think that's his second calf complaint for the match. You would think you'd put him on ice. He couldn't move. He was stuck under the ring. I'm surprised Jared Newby didn't set him up and use him as a stepladder. Action will resume. 13 points the margin here, 7 minutes, just over 7 minutes to go, and it just feels right now like the Cougars are in full control, and that one will rattle out for Newby. Something needs to happen now, and who do you go for that?
There you go. Don't
Robertson
hesitate.
thought about the 3. Ooh! McKinney got his defender, but Williams was there to support his teammate, and that's a tough finish from Anthony Williams. And so this game slowly slipping away here from the Storm. McKinney, mid-range shot won't go.
Nice save.
Offensive rebound from Garcia will be good. Side step 3. And it will be out. Last touch by the Storm. And you just feel right now this game is quickly running away from the Storm.
Yep.
Up to 15 points with 6 minutes to go. The score here would put it beyond reach, and Jared Newby, Garcia made it hard for him. Tyrrell for 3. And the Storm just
Nice
keep
save.
going back to that three as Bodies hits the deck. Storm 2 from 19 from the three. Nice little finish there from Hare. Can't get it to go. And there's bodies everywhere on the floor at the moment. Another three from the Storm won't go. And Murray Myers. This game is all over the shop at the moment. As Myers will come up with the ball and Cougars will just slow it up. It's interesting though, Nick. We saw in that second quarter when we saw that massive run, that high pick and roll was working so well for the Storm. We haven't seen it since that run, as we do have a shot clock violation here, but we haven't seen it since that second quarter, third quarter run.
Liam Okunen is on the floor, so it's the right group to run it.
The Storm just trying to settle for the three, but it's not working. 2 from 20 for the night. So this game is quickly slipping out of the hands of the Bellarine Storm. Tiro up the top. Find Richardson. Garcia, pardon me.
Full spacing.
Garcia. Hook shot won't go. And Frost will come up with the rebound. Pitch back from Williams will find Hare. He backs down the much smaller Garcia. Lifts, can't get it to go. Neither team putting the ball through the hoop. Malik McKinney gets blocked by Williams. Smoothly makes his argument to the ref, but McKinney will head to the line for two. It'll be Anthony Williams' second personal. Malik McKinney so far this season for the Storm. Makes the first free throw. Oh no, I've lost my stats. That's not good. Malik McKinney so far this season for the Storm, averaging 22 points, just beating Kerry Richardson by 0.2 of a point. Having a fantastic start to his first year in the Storm colours. Williams 4-3. Fall to the right. So Storm down by 13.
There we go. Open shot.
Garcia sets his feet. No luck. Ball will be last touch off Williams. Still plenty of time here in this matchup. Poor pass there from Garcia. Gets away lucky there though. as the ref just gave everyone a heart attack. It was clearly off Dylan Hare, and he's pointed in favour of the Cougars. Keysborough having a giggle, but the Storm bench don't look too happy. But I think everyone got a nice little giggle out of that one. Again, there's that high pick and roll.
Ball.
And again,
middle on ball.
What did we say, Nick? The middle on ball is just this kryptonite for this Keysborough Cougars team at the moment.
Because Keysborough, they're just passive. They're just on the drop coverage, and Malik wants to get to the paint.
So it'll be interesting to see. Bugenhall's going to the bench for a timeout. So
he's got 3 left.
Smart use there, but as Frost, nice little hook for him.
He's got to force him to his left hand.
And that'll lead Bugenhall to use his first time out of this second half with 3 minutes 47 to go in the fourth quarter. It's a 13-point margin in favour of the Cougars. And it feels like something the Storm really need to get going now.
There's no pulse.
We saw a pulse in the third quarter, and it's just gone again, and it just feels like like they've lost all hope. There's still 3 minutes of basketball to go. Like, that's a long time.
I mean, it's pretty tough as coaches say, like, you've got to start from your defense and let the offense take care of itself. Like, Storm, the shooting,
37%, 37% from the field.
From the field, 10% from three. Like, that's a little bit discouraging. Like, put up 62 points with 4 minutes to go. Sometimes they put that up in halftime. But you just got to have that belief, like, make your stops. And, I mean, the semi-pro athletes, the shots may drop, you know? Just got to keep that belief and keep playing through it. The other thing is, like, you always want to, it's a long season, and you never know where each team is going to end up in the ladder. Like, you got to bring that deficit a little bit lower.
Any points are points as McKinney clashes with Williams. Loses control of the ball, and Williams will come up with it. I think he get credited with the steal there. And Cotton back on the floor. 11 points for him tonight. Gets a step back. Rattles out.
Run.
And so eyes darting from McKinney. There's that high ball. Williams does a good job to defend it. Tyrrell underneath. Can't get it to go. McInerney had to fight for it. And it'll come off the hands of Howe. Will stay in the favour of the Storm. 3 minutes 15 in this fourth quarter. Keysborough do win. They'll go to 4-1 on the year. The Storm will go to 2-3. 7 seconds on the shot clock. As down to McInerney, skip up to top to Robertson. He's going to have to get moving. He does, attacks Newby. Pause in action here just to clean the sweat off the floor. Minute 54 to go here. Storm need a miracle. McKinney, pitch back to McInerney, 4-3. Still no 3-4, the Storm. That'll take them 2 from 22. As Hare and McInerney get tangled up. Rest decide to let it play. And Cotton up the top. We'll use the screen of Frost. Late in the shot clock. Williams goes inside to Frost. Back out to Williams. 4-3. He gets hit on the three.
Yeah, that was a foul. Yep.
Quite definitely a foul. We'll be on number 4, Ben Robertson, and it'll send Anthony Williams to line for 2. And you just feel Williams makes all 3 of these. The game's quite far out of reach now.
Yeah.
For his first minutes of tonight's matchup, as we pause again for the floor sweepers again. So minute 28 to go here. Storm trail by 16. Of tonight's game, just struggling to get it going, the Storm tonight. So 53 seconds in this game to go. McInerney goes hard. Don't know whether he's trying to draw a foul there or not. It's Varley out in the fast break with Richardson. Trail 3. Decides to go. Still not working for the Storm, the 3. Nice little cheer there from the crowd. Bailey Ross gets his first stat in a rebound. And he'll get his second stat. That'll be a turnover. So 27 seconds to go in this final quarter. And right now it looks as though the Cougars will come away with their 4th win of the year. Just the one loss so far, and you would think so far it'll put them clear on top of the ladder. As the play sort of stopped, the shot clock's still in, so Varley will let it fly. The 3 won't go as Richardson won't get it to go, and as the clock winds out, that will be the end of this state championship men's matchup, as Jared Newby will give us a highlight to finish it off. As Jared Newby just goes between the legs after the time expires. But it'll be the Keysborough Cougars defeating the Bellarine Storm 80-64 here in this Anzac round matchup. It was Malik McKinney who led the way for the game. 21 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists. Also followed by Ben Robertson with 15 points, 4 steals, 3 rebounds, and for the Cougars, it was Anthony Williams, 18 points, 7 rebounds, 3 steals. And Jared Newby with 16 points and 8 rebounds. Thank you, Nick, for jumping on. It's always a pleasure to have you.
No problem.
And we will see you next time. I don't know when the next home game is. Not for a while.
Yep.
But thank you for watching, and have a good rest of your weekend.